Okay. A little while ago, I had this idea for one of my videos. It was... hold on. This one here. And the idea was pretty simple. For the intro, I was going to do a thing where I got really hyped up. And then at sort of the peak of the intro, you know, I'm going to get really hyped. And I'm going to get that into it. I'm going to take my top off. And I'm going to kind of explode with emotion. It's going to be funny, hopefully. And I did this sort of trial run of it where I wasn't recording anything, but I did have the camera on at the time. And so I thought I'll try it because I want to see how quickly I can sort of get my top off while sort of keeping the energy of the scene up. So I had to go, I took it off, and I'm there. And so I take my t-shirt off and I'm like, okay. And then suddenly, I stop. Because, as I said, I can see myself in the camera. Now, I never look at myself in the camera normally. Never. I never pay attention to how I look. And so, I see myself in the camera, bouncing up and down. And I notice, all of a sudden, this motherfucker's got boobs. Alright, I should clarify, it's not boobs, it's moobs. So why the frig am I telling you all of this then? Why am I talking about my moobs? The thing is, when I was making that video, it all kind of culminated together into one moment of crystallization where I realized, damn it, you know what? I'm getting weaker. At the same time that I was making that video, I was talking to a specialist and we were going through a lot of the things that I was struggling with these days. And yeah, a lot of the things that I was struggling with were because of me being weaker now than I was ever. When I was younger, this wasn't the way things were. I would have to sort of, if I wanted to get in my wheelchair, for example, I would get off my bed, I would crawl, and then I would have to get in my chair. These days, well, chair's right there. All I have to do is literally just go up, in, and then, you know, the other way around for when I want to get back on the bed. That's it. It's simple. I think what I've done, without really meaning to, is create a sort of life for myself where I never really do anything strenuous, physically. Never. But it has gotten to the point now where I am genuinely suffering in everyday life. I mean, Jesus Christ, I used to be able to do 50 press-ups without a concern. I shudder to think how many I can do now. I don't honestly know, but I bet it's not many. I used to have really good upper body strength. But I want to turn it around. And I kind of want you guys to come along with me. What do I mean by that? Well, it could mean a couple of things. I want you to keep me accountable. But I also would say, if you are someone who wants to kind of get yourself in shape as well, join me on this. Let's do it together. Let's go for it. Let's do this thing. Today when I'm recording this, it is the 8th of March. I'm not quite sure what day you're going to see this on, probably the 9th. I am going to do 100 days to see what can I do here. I'm not about to go sign up to a gym. I can't go running, you know. I can't join a boxing club and get fit that way. There's a lot of things I can't do, but I can try. Because the thing is, yes, alright, I am disabled. I don't think that's an excuse. You know, my knees hurt, my back hurts. I don't think that's an excuse. But the annoying thing is, I have used these things as an excuse for the longest time to say, well, you know, it is what it is. I might have been able to do 50 press-ups at one point when I was younger, but now I don't know if I can do them anymore. But I want to try. So I've decided that I'm going to make some changes. Now, you saw me at the start with the Red Bull. I'm not cutting out the Red Bull entirely. I'm not. But I'm cutting down on the Red Bull. But more importantly, I have invested in a few things. I've invested in a few things because I'm serious about this. My plan is do this for 100 days, and then at the end, I'm going to compare where I am at right now on day 0, I guess. This is day 0. And I'm going to see where I am at on day 100. And see, even though I'm disabled, even though I'm relatively frail, even though I am struggling, how much can I realistically improve my fitness over 100 days by just kind of working with what I've got. I went out and I grabbed, I can't pick this up because it's too much of it, but I went and grabbed a whole host of water. I have an absolute bucket load of these. Every time I work out, I'm going to be drinking one of these at the same time. So it's not going to be a case of me drinking Coke and working out. On top of that, I have gotten an actual weight set. I have 6 of these. They go up in weight like 3 times. So this is the lightest one. This is the lightest one. There's a medium one and then a heaviest one. That one for me is already, you know, it's not a struggle, but it's heavy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to the other 2, but this one, this weight, I can use. But the other thing I want to do as well is I want to gauge the press-ups, because as I said, I used to be able to do 50 press-ups. I don't know how many I can do now, but I want to see. Now, I can't do normal press-ups anymore. I can't lock my legs like I used to. My knees are completely broken up now. They're a mess. But what I can do is compromise. So I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. We can use that. If I put my legs on this, that raises me. That raises me up so that all of this, oh God, is not touching the ground. I'm going to say that a press-up only counts if I lock my arms like this now. So, okay, I can't do a proper press-up, but this is the closest I'm going to be able to get. So, let's see how many I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was harder than I was expecting it to be. Yeah. I guess, if anything, what that shows is just how far I've fallen. I thought I could do 10. At least. Like, so I used to be able to do 50 without a care in the world. But having spent so long not being sort of mobile at all, it's clearly taken an incredible toll on me. But that just makes me more determined to want to do this. What I'm going to do on day 1, considering this is in my mind day 0, is I'm going to do all of the sort of things I want to do most days, like various exercises or whatever, and see where my ability is. How many can I do of certain things? And then the goal is simple. Do this for 100 days. And we'll compare at the end. Whatever date that is in the future, whatever date it ends up being in 100 days, that's what we're going to compare it with. I don't really know how I'm going to do this video-wise, because I don't want this to sort of take over my entire channel, but every now and then there will be updates. Every now and then I will absolutely update on my community posts, and keep an eye on my streams as well, because what I might do is I might start streams with the workout. In fact, I think that's a damn good idea. So people can see where I'm at, what day I'm on, and I will keep track of what day I'm on every day. And we'll do this for 100 days. And if any of you want to come along with me on this, I'd be flattered. You know? If I could maybe encourage or influence even just one person who sees this video or one of the subsequent videos to try and turn themselves around as well if you're struggling. You don't have to be disabled, just anyone. But I want to do this for myself and see where I end up, and then at the end of the 100 days, all being well, I will have found a routine that I can then take into the next several years. There's probably going to be tweaks as we go. There's probably going to be changes as we go. I'm not saying every day is going to be the same, because it almost definitely is not. There'll be tweaks, there'll be changes, there'll be things I add, things I subtract, but no matter what I'm doing, the fundamental goal will be the same. Day 1 compared to day 100, what can I do? And how much can I feasibly impact my fitness? Day 1 is Monday the 10th of March. And then we do it for 100 days. And we see where we end up. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go cry into a pillow the fact that I only managed to do 5 press-ups. Bloody hell.